Hi everyone. Okay, welcome to your Monday yoga session, even though it's Saturday, but never mind. Okay, so what you need today is a block, okay? So we're looking at doing the triangle and so triangle like so, and half moon. So when we say half moon, you can also come down like this and utilise your knee as well for support. Because I know it's not the easiest of moves, so happy to go down on your knee. I'll remind you of that when we get to the nearer the stage. Okay, still got cold by the way. It's just not going. So there we go. Hope everyone's well, and I hope this reaches you well. Okay, I'm just going to sort my camera out slightly here. Okay. There we go, that's a bit better. Alright, so first of all, let's make sure you've got your water to hand as well. And let's take to our mat. And into our easy pose, relaxing. Make sure you sit on a block if you need to raise your hips. What we're looking at today though is working the inner thighs, okay? So we're going to do a lot of dynamic work, so we're not completely in one pose for a long time, but we are sort of doing it dynamically, and then towards the end we'll then be doing like the frog, bit of wide leg forward fold, things like that. Okay, so into your easy pose, relax there. Okay, and we're going to ground ourselves. Just make sure that your sitting bones are fully on the mat, to get those fleshy parts of your bum out of the way towards the rear. Taking a nice breath in. And then we're going to elongate the spine, so you can feel it as you breathe in. You kind of just come up. When we say elongate the spine, you know, imagine someone pulling your head up towards the ceiling, and you just lengthening that spine. You know, we sit a lot like this, and it's nice just to draw out the spine. Okay, and then clearly on the exhales, we're going to relax, but keep the length of the spine. I'm going to take another nice big deep breath in, breathing into the stomach, and as we do, we're going to bring the shoulders up, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together on the exhale, and then relax. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, or out through the mouth, and just begin to feel your bum on the mat, feel yourself in your environment there and then, and any thoughts of the day or thoughts of what you need to do, just allow them to just float away and just become the observer of those thoughts. That's right. When you breathe in with a smile, and then exhale anything that you don't want within your mind or within your body, any tension. Just allow yourself to relax. Okay, and then we're gonna just open our eyes if you've got them closed, and then we're just gonna inhale, take your arms up towards the sky, looking up at the sky, getting that stretch in the back of the neck, in the neck, and then exhale, come down, getting the stretch in the back of the neck. So you're going to take your gaze to the floor, then inhale, rise up, bringing the palms together, exhale down, forward folding, with your neck forward folding, not quite, but you know what I mean. Okay, inhale, raise up, bring your arms up towards the ceiling, and exhale down. bringing your gaze down towards the earth so you can get that stretch in the back of the neck. We're going to leave our hands by our sides and then inhale, rise up with your head. And then as we exhale, we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. Just getting that stretch in the side neck. You can utilise your hands and just pull your head down if you need to. And we're going to inhale, rise up, and exhale down the other side. Bringing your left ear to your left shoulder this time. Feeling the stretch in the side of the neck. Okay. And using your hand if you need to. And then when you breathe in, you're kind of pressing in towards your head. And as you breathe out, you're just going to bring your head down towards the shoulder a little bit more. And you can do this however many times you wish. Okay, inhale, rise up. And exhale, relax. Okay, inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears. And then take them backwards. Squeeze the shoulder blades together on the exhale. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up. And exhale back. Use the breath. Inhale up. And exhale back. Inhale up. And exhale back. Okay, inhale, let's take the arms up. And we're going to go laterally flexing towards the right. So place your right arm down and the left arm comes overhead. Keeping that posture up so you're not rounding up the spine. Keeping it nice and straight. Feeling the stretch in the side body. And then inhale, rise up and come to the other side. Using the arm on the ground for support. You can bend into it. You can keep it straight. Whatever is good for you. Wherever your flexibility is today. And inhale, let's take it to the other side. A little bit more dynamically this time as you use your breath for lengthening, exhaling for relaxing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, come to a neutral spine. Inhale, let's take the arms up. And we're going to turn round, rotate the spine round towards the right side. Utilising your hand across your knee to bring your body round further. Breathe in nice and evenly. Okay, and then pull round. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, round, rotate the spine round to the left side. Okay, bring forward. Alright, what we're going to do is come onto our hands and knees. And we're going to go into a flexion and extension of the spine. So inhale, let's bring your belly down towards the earth, looking up at the sky, creating that extension in the spine. And as we exhale, we're going to take the shoulders and the spine up towards the earth. And inhale down to cow pose. Extending the spine, exhale up to cat pose. Flexing the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and let's just come back. Warming up the wrists, flicking the wrists out, circling the wrists both ways. And flicking the fingers out, getting them nice and warm. Excellent. Okay, and come back onto all fours. Let's do a couple of hip rotations now. So bring your left knee up to the left shoulder, out to the side, elbow even, out to the side, bring your knee down. Inhale, rise up. Out to the side and bring down, keeping your body nice and still, and you're just rotating the leg round. We're going to do a little bit of this in one of the sequences. Okay, and bring your left knee down. Let's take the right knee up towards the elbow, out, and then down. Inhale, up, out, and down. Yeah, so get used to this movement, because what we're going to do, so keep doing it, what we're going to do is go up into downward dog, not yet, but just keep moving your knee. I'm just showing you something coming up, bend, out, and down. You know, so we're going to do a little bit of that. So we're just warming up the hip joint at the moment. Okay, so when you're ready, take your socks off and just push up into our downward dog, and just start to push your heels down towards the mat and feeling the stretch in the backs of the legs. And what we want to see here is a nice upside down V shape with our body, and spread the fingers out, bring your elbows inwards, drop the shoulders to bring the shoulders back and down. Make sure there's that gap between your ears and your arms, and bring the hips nice and high. Okay, and start to walk forward towards your hands into a half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold, and then let's come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, I'm just going to tuck my so just have a quick breather if you need to. There we are, that's a bit better. Instead of driving me a bit insane. There we go. Breathing through it though. Okay. So, coming into our Tadasana, tuck the tailbone in, bring your shoulders back and down, and breathe, feel the feet on the mat, nice and grounded. And then we're going to inhale, take your arms up, and then we're going to exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold, pushing the hips to the back, towards the back, all the energy, and release your head. Put bend in your knees if you need to, because my hamstrings are not quite warmed up yet. So I'm just going to put a bend in the knees, and then inhale, rise up into a half forward fold. So we bring the torso parallel to the ground. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down, bend the chest, then the chin, and then release the hips. Bring the hands forward, rise up into our Sphinx pose. Make sure you engage your core and take pressure off the back, off the bottom of the spine. And exhale, plant your palms down under your shoulders, push away from the ground into our downward dog. Okay, pushing your heels down, pedaling it out, bending your knees one at a time, and then we're going to walk forward, step forward into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. So drop the head down, and coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Extend the hands above the head, then exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into our Tadasana. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Drop the head down, looking through the legs. Inhale, rise up to a half lift. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank. And make sure the bum's down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down, chest, chin, keeping the hips high. And then drop the hips, push away from the ground into our cobra. Or you could go into Sphinx, but make sure the core is engaged. And then back into our downward dog. Okay, and still pedal out the downward dog. And then we're going to walk forward towards our hands into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae. And you should feel your hamstrings kind of easing off. Exhale, hands to heart center. and your muscles easing off as you do this, and that's why it's kind of a warm-up. Okay, take a couple of breaths, and on the next inhale, rise up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale up, half forward fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back or jump back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down, so the whole body, the elbow, the chest comes first, the elbows go to the rear. You can release yourself to the ground, or you can stay like that, an inch off ground, and then push up into our downward, upward dog, or cobra. Then back to downward dog. Okay, inhale, let's take the left leg up towards the sky. Put bend in the knee, bringing it all the way through towards your chest, and then stacking your foot in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee down. Inhale, rise up into our low lunge, but we're putting the knee down. Now, if you want, you can actually take the knee up. It's up to you, and stay in this sort of low lunge. And all we're doing is the hip flexors, we're stretching the hip flexors off and the quads as well. Okay, so take your knee down or keep it up, it's up to you. And then clearly as we inhale, we're lengthening, as we exhale, we're pulling the hips forward. Okay, inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the knees down, come back into our downward dog. Take a breath. Okay, inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant your palm, bring your knee forward towards your chest, plant your foot in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen, so rise up, and you can place the knee down if you wish, and exhale, bring your hips forward, or you can keep your knee up, it's up to you. But feel that stretch on the hip flexor. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the hands down, come back into a downward dog, and step forward, jump forward towards your hands into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Okay, and come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, have a quick drink. Okay. So we need to transition from standing to kneeling. So we're going to inhale, rise up, coming into our sort of sun salutation. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up, half forward fold. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your body down. Inhale, rise up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to our downward dog. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down. Make sure your knees are hip width apart and your hands are shoulder width apart. Hands are underneath the shoulders and the hips are underneath the knees. Spread your fingers out. Make sure that the index finger is pointing forward. And then we're going to inhale, go into our cow pose. And then exhale up to cat pose. And we're just going to keep warming up the spine. Inhale down to cow pose. Exhale up to cat pose. And we're just going to get in touch with the breath here. Inhale down to cow pose. And exhale up to cat pose. Inhale down to cow pose. Exhale up to cat pose. Okay, and just come back on your heels and just flick off your wrists a little bit, okay? Because we're going to be on our wrists a little bit now. Alright, so just get these nice and warmed up. Excellent. Okay, wrist back down and push up into our downward dog. Okay, whilst we're in our downward dog, we're going to then inhale, take the left leg up towards the sky. In a three-legged dog. We're going to bend the knee, bring it, we're going to bend the knee back slightly, opening up the hips, and then we're going to bring the knee forward towards our elbow. And then we're going to take it out, round, and come up again. Okay, so we're going to do that 2 more times. Coming forward with our knee to the elbow, take it out, round off the hips, and then bring your leg up again. Okay, inhale, open up the hips, exhale, bring the knee towards the elbow. Inhale, take it out, up, and as we exhale, we're going to take it up. Okay, inhale, open up the hips, and then as we exhale, bring the knee forward, and this time we're going to stack in between our hands, the feet in between our hands. And then we're going to inhale, rise up into warrior 1, and then we're going to take the rear foot outwards, and then we're going to come into our warrior 2. Okay, we're going to dynamically now just go back into reverse warrior, back in, and now into warrior 2. And as we're doing this, we're pushing back into reverse, we're pushing down on the front foot, bending into the leg. Okay, and then back into warrior 2. And then on the rear leg, we're going to go back into reverse. On the rear foot, we're pushing out. All right, so a nice kind of, and then one more. Excellent. Coming into our warrior 2. This time, we're going to utilize our block if we need to, and place it in front or behind the foot, whatever is good for you. And we're going to straighten up that front leg and come into our triangle. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. And bend into the knee, coming into our warrior 2, and back to reverse warrior. Coming into our warrior 2, straighten up the front leg, coming into our triangle. So we're stretching off those hamstrings and the inner thighs, bending into the front knee, coming into our warrior 2. Okay, make sure you're looking facing forward. I'm just facing the camera for some reason here. And then back into reverse warrior. I'm going to do one more. Inhale, rise up. As we exhale, we're going to straighten up that front leg into our triangle pose. Okay, bend into the front leg, into our warrior 2, and then back to triangle. Back to reverse warrior, and then into our warrior 2. We're gonna grab the block, bring the other leg inwards slightly, put your hands on your hips, and then we're gonna place the block down. Let's place the block down first, shall we? Place the block down, feet kind of facing towards the block, coming up into our half moon. So bring the hips forward. Now remember, you could go down onto your knee if you need to. You probably won't need the block then. Okay, so coming into our half moon. So if you're in half moon, still continue staying in that position. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, release your foot down to the ground, discard or take your block out to the side, and then we're going to fall into a forward fold. So we're going to hang here for a little bit. Bring your head or chest down towards your thighs. Either straighten up your legs or put bend in the knees. It's up to you. Bring your hands around the backs of the calves and just relax here, feeling the stretch in the hip flexors. Okay, and when you're ready, we're going to come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Put a little bend in the knees if you need to bring yourself up. Okay, exhale, hands to heart center, coming into our Tadasana. Okay, take a breath. trying to do this and teach with a bit of a chesty cough and cold going on is not funny at all. Okay. Okay, inhale, raise up with your hands, exhale down. We're going to go onto the upper leg now, but we're going to go into a forward fold. Inhale up, half fold. Exhale, plant your palms, come back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down. Inhale, rise up to cobra or up dog, and then back to downward dog. Remember, keep that core engaged. Okay. This time, we're going to take the right leg up towards the sky. Open up the hips by bending your knee and bringing your foot rearward. And we're going to then inhale, lengthen, exhale, bring the knee towards your elbow, out to the side. We're going to round up and come back into our three-legged dog. Okay, inhale, lengthen, exhale, open up the hips. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the knee to the elbow. Inhale, lengthen, take the leg up towards the sky. Okay, last one. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the knee down, out to the side, round, and then up. Okay, inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the knee towards the chest. And let's put the bring the leg through, stacking in between your hands. Okay, and we're going to turn the rear foot outwards, 90 or 45 degrees, however it's comfortable for you. Remember, your knee's got to go forward as well. Inhale, rise up into our warrior one. Breath. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw yourself into our warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, come back to reverse warrior. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, into warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, draw the body back. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, into warrior two. And last one, inhale, lengthen, exhale, back into reverse warrior. And inhale, lengthen, exhale, into warrior two. This is where you need your block now, in front of your foot. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, straighten up the front leg, and coming into our triangle pose. So what we want to do is make sure the hips are forward, front leg straight, put a bend in if you need to. The heels should be in line, so I'm just going to adjust mine, and then take the arm up towards the sky, and the shoulders should be backwards. Okay, put a bend in the knee and coming up into warrior two. Back into reverse warrior and warrior two again. Straighten up the front leg into our triangle. And bend into the front leg into our warrior two. Reverse warrior. And last one. Warrior two, straighten up the front leg into our Trikonasana triangle. Okay. And put bend into the front leg. We're going to then place the block out in front, but you're going to bring your foot up first. And then place the block out in line with your foot. Coming into our half moon. Please go to your knees if you need to. Okay. Oh, I better stay in here. I can't come and watch. I can't come and teach you. Okay. For 3, 2, 1. Drop your foot down towards the other foot. Bring your body forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your whole body down. Chest to meet the thighs. And relax. Bring your hands to the back of the calves. Excellent. Okay, and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Now, exhale, hands to heart center. Have a drink of water, or just on your mat, take a few breaths. Okay, you're doing great. By the way, it's not an easy routine. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to put 2 moves in at the start, and then we're going to go into a few other things. Okay, so coming in. Okay, we're going to do pretty much the same 2 sequences, but we're just going to put something else in place first. So, face forward of your mat. I'm just going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to go into tree pose. So place all the weight on your left leg and bring your right inside of your right foot up on the inside of your leg. Now that may be on the inside of the ankle, or it could be on the inside of the inner thigh or the inner knee. And then come into either heart center or take your hands up above your head. What we want to do is take that knee out. Engage the core, engage your buttocks. Press in the leg and the foot together. Okay, so you're creating that force. All right, so there we go. Okay, and what we're going to do now is inhale, lengthen, exhale. Let's turn, keep your foot grounded. We're going to take the right foot out towards the rear into our warrior 3 and take the hands out in front of us, or you can come out to the side, whatever you want to do. So but feel yourself grounded with the foot on the ground for 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop the right knee leg down to meet the left, and then we're going to go into a forward fold. Inhale, rise up to a half forward fold. Place your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down. Inhale, rise up to cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Okay. Take the left leg up towards the sky. Open up the hip on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee forward towards your elbows. Take the knee out and then round up back into 3-legged dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come left knee to left elbow, out to the side, and then round up into a 3-legged dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee forward towards the chest this time, placing your foot in between your hands. Take the rear foot out. Inhale, rise up into our warrior 2. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come back into reverse warrior. Remember, bend into that front leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse warrior. This time, take hold of your block. Place it down, straighten up the front leg, hips forward, shoulders back, taking the hand up towards the sky into our triangle pose. Stay here for a couple of breaths, and then we're going to bend into that front leg, come up into our warrior 2, and back into reverse warrior. Warrior 2, triangle, lean forward, straighten up the front leg, and and bend into that front leg, coming into a warrior two, and reverse warrior. So last one. Okay, reverse warrior. Triangle, straighten up that front leg. Okay, and bend into the front leg. We're going to draw the right leg forward, picking up the block, placing down the block about 1/2 meter away from our foot, and then coming into our half moon. So hips forward. Whoa. Find yourselves though. Yeah. Okay, once again, coming into a half moon. Okay. And place the right leg down, coming into a forward fold. And so just relax into our forward fold. And then we're going to come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into our Tadasana. Okay. Take a couple of breaths. All right then. And this time we're going to put all the weight on the right leg and come into our tree pose with the left leg being bent and the sole of the foot coming into our thigh, inner thigh, wherever that might be. Hands to heart center or up above your head, whatever you are comfortable with today. So I've just realised while I'm in tree, my head's all over the place a little bit. So that's stopping me from actually balancing. So what I've just done there is just took a deep breath and gone, right, relax. And it helps. Okay, so with your left leg, we're going to come out to the rear into our warrior three. So either take your foot out towards the rear and bring your hands out towards the front. See, my balance is so off today. Okay, and bring your left leg down, coming into our forward fold. Inhale up, half forward fold. Exhale, plant your palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Remember, engage the core. Okay, last round. We're going to take the right leg up towards the earth, up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up the hips. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw your knee towards your elbow. And then out to the side, round it up, coming into our three-legged dog again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open up the hips. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come to knee towards elbow, out to the sides, and coming up into our three-legged dog again. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee towards the elbow, out to the sides, and then back up into our three-legged dog. Okay, inhale, open. As we exhale, open up the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee towards the chest and stack in between your hands. Adjust if you need to. Adjust your rear foot. And inhale, rise up into our warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back into reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale into our warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back into reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale into warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back into reverse warrior. And back into our warrior two. Take a breath. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back to warrior, reverse warrior. And then coming forward, straightening up the front leg, placing the block down. Remember, have your block whatever length you need it, whether it's lengthened or width-wise. Okay, put a bend in the knee, coming into our warrior two, back to reverse warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, warrior two, into our triangle. Okay, and bend into the front leg, into our warrior two, reverse warrior. Last one. Back into warrior two, into our triangle. Okay, put bend in the knee if you need to on the triangle. Okay, and place your hand on your hip. Come forwards with your left foot. Take hold of your block out to the front, and we're going to come into our half moon. Remember, you could go onto your knees if you need to. It's absolutely fine. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, and let's drop the legs down together so they come together. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go into your forward fold. Okay, I'm just going to come this way a little bit. All right, coming into our forward fold. All right. Okay. And inhale, lengthen. No, sorry. Place your palms down, coming back into our downward dog. And all we're going to do is come into our child's pose so we can relax. Taking knees out to the sides, big toes together, and thumbs back onto the heels. Okay. And catch your breath, control the breath. Cross over your ankles, coming into a seated position, or you swing your legs round, whatever way you need to do. All right, so we're going to come face the long edge of our mat, bring the knees in towards the chest, and then one by one we're going to take the legs out to the sides and into a wide leg kind of stance, okay? And all we're going to do here is make sure we elongate the spine, all right? And we're going to bring the hands up above the head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to go down to the left side or to the right side, whatever you wish to do. Okay? Down towards the left. And we're going to hold it here for a few breaths. Just walk around towards the other foot, all right? So bring it towards the other foot, and then take your arm up, out to the sides, and then we're going to come down. Equally, you could just come up, and then you could go to the other side, bend into the other side. It's up to you. Inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to hinge forward at the hips and come down, chest towards the ground, okay? Now, however that looks to you, what you can do is put your straps over your feet and pull yourself down. Or you can utilise your hands, come down and grab hold of your toes, or you can lean your elbows down. But what I'd rather you not do is really round up the back, alright? You should be feeling it in the inner thighs, alright? rise up. We're going to bring the knees together. Just give yourself a little bit of a tuck. And then we're going to come face the front edge of your mat, the short edge. And then we're going to come down vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to go into a bridge to counteract that pose. So bring your feet towards your bum, your heels towards your bum. And vertebrae by vertebrae, so bring the tailbone off first. We're going to rise up into bridge, bringing every vertebrae up as we can. And then what we're going to do is just bring the shoulder blades together. So I'm just going to scooch down a bit so you can see. Try and have a look. Scooch down, bring the shoulder blades together, and really push up. Engage the core, engage the buttocks. Feel the buttocks like nice and tough, and the thighs. All right. For 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Okay. Also come down vertebrae by vertebrae as well, nice and slowly. And then what we're going to do is come up into a seated position. We're going to come onto our knees, facing the long edge of the mat. Now this is where you might want a towel or something to put on your knees. So we're going to go into frog pose. Alright, so we're going to take the knees out towards the long, short edges of the mat, and just as far as you can where you're comfortable. The ankles, the feet are faced outwards, so outwards towards the short edge of your mat, okay? And we can place our elbows on the ground, and all we're going to do is we're going to engage the muscles, so the inner thighs. We're going to tense them up, so it's like we're bringing the knees together, okay? And for 5 breaths. And then we're going to release for 5 breaths. And what you could do, you can rock back and forth with your bum as well, and you can feel something happening, but just be careful. Okay, inhale, we're going to bring the knees together, but what I would like you to do is just breathe nice and evenly. Okay, and relax there. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this time we're going to inhale, tense, but as we release, we're going to leave for about 10 breaths, okay? So relax. Alright, you can take it further, take your knees further if you can, and just relax here for 10 breaths. And then slowly bring your knees together as well. And all we're going to do is come onto our backs. Alright, come onto our backs. And bring our bodies down, bring your knees up. And all we're going to do now is place the left ankle on the right knee. Okay, bending into your knee. And then this is our figure of 4. And we're going to draw. Put our hands behind our right thigh and just draw your knees, like push out on the left knee and then draw the right knee towards you. So you're feeling the stretch on the hips. Okay, bring your left leg down and switch legs. taking the breath there, really slowing the breath down, and just relax your feet onto the mat. Take a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, come into your corpse pose, the final rested pose of this session. Make sure your lower back's on the ground and you're relaxing. Put all your warm clothes on if you want, your comfortable stuff. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Have a drink of water, do what you need to do, or just begin to relax. So begin to relax on your mat. Okay. What I would like you to do now is just connect with your breath. Begin to breathe right into your stomach. So on the inhale, you're breathing nice and deeply, and the breath, you feel like the breath's coming all the way up to your head, but you've got to breathe into your stomach first. So as we inhale, we're going to bring the stomach out so you can feel the diaphragm moving down. As we exhale, bring the stomach in towards our spines. And just keep deep breathing, as I've always taught you. And begin to count 5 seconds on the in-breath, 5 seconds on the out-breath. And just relaxing your body completely. And just turn your attention to your forehead, where you're completely relaxing all those small muscles around the forehead, around the eyes. And just allowing yourself to completely relax the head. Relaxing your cheeks, relaxing the mouth. Bringing your tongue down to the bottom of your mouth. Doing this exactly with your breath. And then as you breathe out, you feel your body relaxing further, so bring that relaxation to your neck and to your shoulders. And your spine, just relaxing on every single out breath. Breathing in, and then as you breathe out, you're just relaxing every single vertebrae from the top all the way down to the bottom. Okay, relaxing your hips. Then that relaxation moving down towards your toes. Making your legs feel heavier and heavier. And that relaxation also going down your arms to your fingertips, making your body just feel heavy. and your arms feeling heavy, and everything just sinking into the mat. And carry on with this relaxation. And any thoughts coming into your head that are unwanted, just observe them, and if it's something that's quick and easy that you could get rid of, just on the out breath, breathe it out. Breathe out any tension. That's right. And in a minute, you're going to come back into the room with a smile, because you're going to think of something that makes you feel so grateful right now. Grateful with life, grateful with your existence. So allow a thought to come to your mind that you are grateful. And when you have that thought, feel all the feelings towards that thought, and allow the feelings to just cover your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. That's right. So now take a breath, and on the out breath, just start to move your toes, your fingertips, and flutter those eyelids. And then inhale, take your arms up above your head, give yourself a nice big stretch, and when you're ready, come over onto your right side and allow yourself a couple of breaths here. And then come up into a seated position, nice and slowly. And take a few breaths here. And bring your hands to heart center. And thank yourself for coming to your mat today. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. Please excuse my health at the minute. It's not great, but please be grateful for your health, and I hope you go on and having a wonderful week. Namaste.